What's happening, folks? Are you all going all right out there in the world? Let's let me just hop into the game here. Welcome back. We're playing Euro Truck Sim tonight. Now, I was having a slight ponder. I thought, well, should we do something? Because if you recall, when we played American Truck Simulator the other day, gold, always believe in yourself. Oh, what's going on, Goldie? Is still out and about on your adventure, Rooney? Or you're back? When was that? Saturday? I can't even remember. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, when we played American Truck Simulator the other week, we took Now You're Back. Oh, yeah. Gets up to some shenanigans. When we played American Truck, we took out a huge loan and we upgraded our garage and we got ourselves 2 trucks to expand. So you know what? I think we should do it. Spend 180 to upgrade. I just want to Mickey D. I just want to run some maths. So I reckon we should stick with Evolve, I reckon. Is it selected deal? Actually, no. Can we buy online? Oh, you got to have 5 trucks for that. What's Evolve going to cost us? The bogs. Well, we don't want to get another one of them. So what's the in-game Volve going to cost us? 113. I should be writing these numbers down. So it's going to cost us 180 to upgrade our, I was about to say shed building. This truck's going to cost us 113. So that will be 293. 300, 400, 7. Is that right? 307. I've complete. No, 400 and. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to take out the big loan. Why not? We're going to do it. Well, we can't do it with this anyway, so we'll take out the thick loan. And we will upgrade this. Yes, and it's going to play the jingle for us and whatever else. Look at this. Saucy. Now, actually, I think what we can do instead of... we'll have a look to see whether there's a Volvo dealership. That one we'll just... And I think we'll do a job and we'll drive there. Globetrotter. Yes, happy birthday, Mr. Matt. 64 today. How exciting. Right, so we've got 270 grand to spend on trucks, which I think will be enough. We'll have change. So let's have a look at the dealers. We want to get a Volvo. Gothenburg. We will see if we can get a job to take us up to old Goit. So we're in Cope. We want to go there. So that one. We can take that. Yep, let's take that. We'll go up to Gothenburg and then we will buy ourselves some trucks. So at least this is sort of makes this like useful for us. So why not? If we can go up there, earn a little bit of capital to help pay off this now huge loan we have. Why not? Whoa. I can't... Is this truck stuck? I was going to say. What an absolute dunger if it was. Seriously. So I don't know if anybody out there uses. Let me just move my mic here. I don't know if anybody out there uses Streamlabs OBS. I do. There you go. And the interface just had a little bit of a slight change when you go to save your when you go to start your thing, stream. Let me just get maneuvered here. Yeah, when you start your stream, the look's a little, just very slightly different. It came up with like a little checklist thing. It was like, oh yeah, stream started, posted to Twitter, notifications and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, fancy. Before you just be like, yeah, let's go. Gold always will believe in your soul. Actually, I don't know why I'm speaking. I don't know why gold reminds me of anything, but I was listening to Weezer before this. Whoop. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. When you're on a holiday. Yeah, I broke a GoPro on the mountain bike. Ooh, that's not good. At least you didn't break yourself. It's a real workout on the mountain bike. Actually, I was quite surprised when I went the other week. My friend and I went. I was like, I'm done. And actually, my friend used to play basketball, so I thought, oh, he's going to be fitter than me, and he's going to be able to absolutely smoke this. But he was cooked. At various points, he was like, I'm done. But I managed to keep going, which I was surprised with. Oh, Dad, really bad on farm. Good. Did your SD card survive? That's the main question. So I can see that dank footage. I've had a little bit of a problem with my bicycle tyre. I've probably mentioned it on Saturday's stream, but anyway, I was going for a ride on Saturday and got a flat. So Monday, because I run tubes, so Monday, someone had to get a realignment not good. It cost me $75. Ooh, ouch. It's the wrong button. That I want X for cruise control. Wow, everything's falling apart. No, the SD card was. Oh wow. Okay, the SD card was fried. Ooh, that's less than ideal for sure. Well, you'll have your memories, and then you'll get plastered one day and forget everything, and then you won't have your memories. No data doesn't even read. Okay, right. That is not great. Is this car going to stop? Yeah, so it should. I'm going next bump, so we'll try again. Why not? If at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm going to take my wheel apart again tomorrow. I had got a flat on the front Saturday anyway, so on Monday I went and got got a new tube. I thought, I'll get two. So I got two, put one in, got the wheel set, put it back on, went for a ride on Monday. Anyway, so today I went to the where I keep my bike parked, tyres flat, so I'm like, right. So anyway, so I pumped it up and left it, and You don't go... No, I don't go tubeless. More on that in just a moment after my boring story. More on that after the break. Yeah, so I pump up the wheel again, the tyre again, and I started losing a bit of air. So I was like, So I pumped it up to more. I usually would run about maybe. I think the max actually PSI on the tyre that I have is only 95. Anyway, I had about 80 in it, but I decided to crank it up to about 90. Anyway, I went for a ride, and when I got back, the tyre still seemed all right, and it has, like, the air's gone out of it since, but I don't know. I'm going to take it off, take the wheel off, take the tyre off, pump up the tube, and I'll put it in some water or something tomorrow. So I don't know if there's a problem with the tube, if I've putting it on, I've damaged it, or maybe the valve on the tube's a bit dodgy. Because it seems like it's lost air, it has lost it not as fast this time, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to investigate that. Fix a flat. But as for tubeless, I'm going to get some new wheels at some point. Not too far away, hopefully. Going to get some new wheels on my bike, so I might try tubeless with them. Invest the extra. Well, yeah, a little bit more into tubeless. How old is your frame? I only got it last year, November. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to go tubeless because I've got to get some new wheels, and a lot of new wheels, a lot of wheel sets these days come tubeless ready, so I won't have to bother about putting tape on and all that sort of stuff. So, but you do have to, well, at least for the road wheels that are tubeless, sort of ready, cost a little bit more than regular ones. So I don't know, I might have to get some... Not sure what to get, I might get some Continentals or something. I think they seem to be pretty good. Did you ever crack a disc brake? No, I can't say I've ever done a disc brake. Haven't done a disc brake, no, that'd be, yeah. I bet it would be an experience. Actually, a friend of mine had a tyre, the tyre blow up, like blow in half on him the other week. When I was at the bike shop the other day, I showed the guy, and he was like, "Oh, not seen that happen before." Well, he had seen tyres blow before, but not how it blew on this particular instance. And he was like, interesting. They were having a little bit of a chat about tyres, and I said, they're Maxxis road ones. And he was like, oh, yeah, right. They're pretty good off, like, mountain bike tyres, the Maxxis ones, but road tyres, not so great, apparently. Not much chop. I could smell the broken brake. Ooh, yeah, right. I don't think it's so much a worry anymore, but I think at least with rim brakes, with the earlier carbon ones, I think them getting hot used to be a little bit of a issue. I'm not sure. I haven't had a bike with rim brakes on it forever. I've never had a bike with carbon rim wheels, but I got down the hill after rolling over the handlebars a few times. Oof. Yeah, that would be less than ideal. I think I've been pretty lucky with things. More of a road bike guy. Yeah. I'm a road cyclist. But the mountain bike the other week, that was pretty, it was actually, wasn't bad. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit more of it at some point in the future. It's interesting at work. I'm a mix of trail and downhill cyclist. Yeah. It's interesting the not necessarily saying cycling on the road's easy, but the mountain bike was pretty tough. I guess it sort of works part of your body that you don't get worked, I suppose, being on the road. And concentrating on things as well is a little bit different. I mean, when you're on the road, obviously you're concentrating on not getting main objective, not getting run over, I should say, by vehicles, other cars and other traffic. But when you're going on a mountain bike trail or something, your main objective is to stay on the trail and not like go into the scrub. Cross country once in a while. Okay, yeah, it swings. Oh, cross country. Would you ever consider something like a cyclocross or a gravel bike? This just turned into bike chat, I think, this stream here. Or chat, anyway. Cyclocross. That seems, cyclocross just seems crazy because they bike for so long, and carry their bike run a bit, and then cycle a bit more. But I met a guy who was 16. Son was 12. It was really. Yeah, right. I reckon the 62 guy was like, yeah, I'm a cyclocross founder. That's not what I was going to say. I was there from the beginning of cyclocross. Blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. I've tried fat bikes. They're pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. Fat bikes seem interesting. I suppose they'd be alright in snow, sand. Yeah, great on sand. Because you got that width. That real wheel width. Thick wheels. Low PSI and you were good. La da 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 da. Cool. I'm just having a look here at our money. €269,908. Just having a look at that, and I'm calculating in my head what those two bikes are going to cost us. Trucks are going to cost us. I think one was about 113, and the other one was 115. So it's about 230 or so. So we'll have some change, which is good, and we get about 10,000 of this job as well. So awesome stuff. One thing is I'll have to look into if I go tubeless when I get a new set of wheels, is I'm going to have to get a new pump or get a some air canisters or something. So when it comes to inflated, I can do it properly. I don't reckon my old pump would be able to cope, because at least from what I've seen, I've watched a few videos and things on YouTube. When you put the tyre on, you got to get a lot of air in it quickly, so it expands, and the bead then will crack onto the rim. So I don't know if my old pump won't cope. So I might have to look at getting I mean, I could easily, I suppose I could get some little CO2 canisters just to use that to get the tyre seated, and then worry about getting the glue and whatever else in it later. I have seen some valves that you can take the middle of them out, and apparently the air in the tyre won't leak out too much, so then you can put the sealant in and whatever else. Cannondale. Oh, because of COVID, a lot of bikes are in demand, so I sold it. Stay for $2,000. Ooh. Yeah, right. Goldie for Bike Tycoon. When I was at the bike shop, actually, Monday, when I was talking to a guy there, he was like, they've been so busy. He's like, we're so far behind, and it doesn't seem like we're catching up. Absolutely slammed. And they had the boss from one of the other stores over. Camping season is hot this year. Yeah. And they had the boss up from one of the other stores and wants to rearrange the one in town a little bit, and the guy in there, he's like, we don't have time. We don't have time to move it, rearrange the shop or anything. Oh, there's here's a kid. Yeah, school went back actually because they had holidays here. Went back Monday, I think. And we're slow. The days is slowly getting a little bit longer here, so we're easing into spring, which is good. So then it's not going to be dark at like 5 o'clock. And that'll actually be good, because then when summer comes, I can, instead of going for a ride at like 3, or I can go later in the day, go at like 7:30, and still be reasonably light outside, which would be good. A few less cars around as well. Oh my god. Oh, it's Cam. Oh, I've got yawns. Bit slow in it. Yeah, it is slow, this truck. The big Volve. Oh. See, we're going that slow, we're not even moving. Right, so we're here, wherever we are. So we're going to make a purchase in a Mojo. It should be exciting. We need to go and have a sleep. Snow season over there. Actually, I have no idea what the snow's like, if I'm honest. I know the news, Weather Bulletin used to have snow report, but I haven't watched the news since, I don't know, probably for a year, if I'm honest. I'm not really sure. I suppose if I skied, I'd probably look at the snow bulletin a bit. I don't know if the mountains are open or not. Right, let's go. Let's go, brah. Yep, exactly right. I do feel like I'm about to fall asleep behind the wheel. Don't tell anybody. I mean, my driver in the game, and also myself. Gold, always believe in your soul. What a song. What's gold got to do with believing in your soul? Because it's gold. Right, Euro bulk. So let's take this, whatever it is, boiler, or I have no idea what we're delivering. Things. Yes, I do. I've got to take some Trucko pills. Let's play it safe, old boy. Old Spice. If you would like to sponsor the stream and you're I don't know, you make apparel for truckers, send me an email, lukeislive@gmail.com. And yeah. Actually, maybe Logitech could sponsor us for a steering wheel. What are they, G28? Is that I was going to say, is that the new one? I mean, they're not new anymore. American Truck Simulator to have more states. Yeah, I saw, what's the next one coming? Is it in beta? I don't know. I think there's an update on that. I saw on Steam earlier. I could be making that up. That's a real possibility. Is Oregon? No. Waiting for that elusive 51. I suppose they'll just keep expanding. I wonder if they'll end up expanding into like map DLC into Canada at some point. Because the game's a rolling release, you know, it's never going to be like this, Euro Truck. I mean, it's a rolling release, it's never going to be, well, shouldn't say never. At some point they'll be like, yeah, it's over, but it'll be a while. Colorado, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Yeah. I don't know. On the Steam sale, right, here's the thing. On the Steam sale, I got all the DLC for this and Euro Truck. For this and American Truck I didn't already have. Right. And, yeah, Canada and Mexico would be nice. I mean, it's American Truck Simulator, so it's not tied to North America. Let's drive to Brazil. If we want to. Yeah, I got all the DLC I didn't already have. Then, the other day I hop on Steam, and I'm like, see this thing pops up. Oh, it's a mega hyper sale, SCS software. I'm like, oh, right, okay, thanks. After I got all the DLC on the Steam sale, and they're like, yeah, you know. Ooh. Australian Truck Simulator. Here we go. Apparently there is a mod for that. There'd be just one road, yeah. Imagine doing like Sydney to Perth on Australian Truck Sim. Like, oh, let's drive across the country and it's going to take us 3 days. Road train sim, yeah. You got to tow, 5 trailers of stuff across this big brown land. That's the wrong button. Right, let's have a rest. Ooh. Let's do it again. Right. So it's now 7:30. Thursday, right, so the dealership down here, the Volvo dealership should be open so we can schmooze over there and get ourselves, I want to go straight on, some rigs. There's already a Mad Max game. There is, probably, I don't know, is there a Mad Max game? I mean, you said there is, Cam, so it's got to be true. Cam never lies, and he doesn't work in a profession that is associated with heathens either. For the record, Ooh, whoops. We'll get some fuel while we're here. And also, this aimless driving just gives us the map as well. You see where it's grey there, roads we haven't driven on already. So this is the longest trip to anywhere ever, I think, we're doing. But whatever. Came out in 2007. So. Yeah, right, so that would have been to go along with the new movie, I suppose. Fury Road. Mad Max. I have not watched Mad Max, any of them. Vintage Max with Mel, or the new Max with whoever's in it. That lady whose name completely escapes me. It's not Cindy Crawford, but I'll say that. Tom Hardy. What a dude. That's her. Charlize Theron. But don't they they're like, oh yeah, we're going wherever, and then when they get there it's a complete bust and they're like, oh, let's go back? Or have I just made that up? That is a distinct possibility as well. Coming soon near you. China Truck Simulator. I was like, 7:30, surely the deal's going to be open. Apparently not. 20 minutes. At least the game's not in real time. Anyway, so there is a bit up here. We'll just go for a quick little spin. Imagine like Indian Truck Simulator, where you drive a truck and there's like 1,000 people clambered onto the side of it. Or something like that. Well, driving up here is not going to burn 20 minutes, is it? Ooh. Just say the Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 looks amazing. It does. And did I see that they're going to have it like a hard copy? You can get it on a disc. There's like 10 discs or something. It's ridiculous. Who Microsoft was like, the detail is unmatched. When was the last flight sim game? I've never played any. Let's go around here, whatever. We'll just drive back around here and park up. Wait, why not? Microsoft Flight. That was 2012. Right, first one in 8 years then. I've been doing a bit of... I mean, what's more exciting, Flight Simulator or Train Simulator? It's a real question. I've been doing a little bit of driving on Train Simulator, at least the steam locomotive, because it's a bit more tricky to drive. Like, I want to drive a steam train, and I got in there and started driving it and just run out of steam. I'm like, So I watched a couple of things on YouTube and whatever else and got it going. So I know how to steam locomote. Had X-Plane in 2016. Okay. So it's been a few years since it's been a flying game. 8 o'clock. 7:47. Look at that time, and we're here talking about aircraft. Let's get retired, the old 747. jumbo. I think Airbus are also going to can the A380 as well. Actually, what we'll do is, because it goes 8 to 18, so we don't have to wait around for 11 minutes. Trade simulator is so boring. It's not the most exciting. I'll give you that. Like anybody can do it. But maybe not anybody can drive the steam locomotive. That's a little bit more involved. You got to worry about a couple more things of that. Right, so we're going to buy one of these. So let's have a look at the configuration setup. I think we'll just keep it. Ooh, that looks cool. Ooh. I think we'll just go. Can't we have it white? A plain white truck. Yeah, we talk about silver truck. So that is sunlight silver. Okay, so if we go back. Let's have a look at this. Let's go a bit of colour. Sunlight. Oh, well, we can get silver trucks. That'll be fine. Yes. So we're going to go back. This here, we are going to just make sure it is sunlight silver. Yep, so we're going to buy that. So we're going to purchase that. We're not going to trade it. No, don't want to drive this. And we want to put it down here. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you. And then what we're going to do is we are going to have a look at this. We are going to go for the silver on that. Confirm. Purchase. You want to drive it? No, I don't. And we're going to pop it down there. Cool. Awesome. Ooh. Do you really want to leave? Yes. I mean, they're asking me that. I've purchased 2 trucks. Cool. Right, so I have to duck out for just a moment because I might have to use the facilities. So we'll just go for intermission and I will be... let's see. I'll be back in just a jiffy. Hopefully not too long. Rightio, everybody, we're back. Let's go schmooze over to that. And let's get back here. Cool. So, now that we have 3 trucks now, we're going to go here. No, we're not. We're going to go somewhere. Truck manager? I can't remember how to do this. Maybe garage manager. And these 2 trucks that we've just purchased need drivers. So let's get one. Patrick R. Wow, I wasn't gone for that long, was I? I don't know. I had to, yeah, used facilities. Lucas P. I don't know. Patrick. Well, he has 2 thingy-majigs. But this guy's got glasses. And this guy is just a dude. I think we'll hire old mate here. Cool. It'd be great if it just took us back to this. Now we need a driver for this truck here. Have to choose what between the stream and other things. And we'll hire old knick-knack paddywhack. Yes, I do want to hire Patrick. Cool. So if we go to the garage manager, Copenhagen, Lucas and Patrick are our drivers. Excellent. Right, driver manager here. Mojo, this. Now, balanced. I think we'll keep that on balanced. So they will just work on all these things. Here. And it'll be interesting. Hopefully they can, once they turn up and start driving, manage to get us some dough. It'll be interesting. Let's see how our productivity is. Excuse me. 44%. So that's less than ideal. That's for sure. But money. 42,000. So we are actually not doing that bad. What's the vehicle browser, I wonder? Oh, interesting. Anyway, whatever. Bank. We can't pay anything off. We have to pay the whole lump sum off, which is annoying. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's do a job. Why did I click on that for? This is the worst stream ever. I'm having an absolute meltdown here. Earn money for my company. That's what I want to do. We're here in Gothenburg. These are all lousy jobs. Ooh. I think we should actually see if we can maybe get up here to Bergden. Somehow. These are all pretty short. So Oslo. Oz Vegas. We could go to Oz. That takes us downtown. Go to Oslo. Let's go to Oslo. $5,000 on that. Go to Big Oz. Cool. Let's get going then. See you later. Oh, see that. So we have to drive apparently 100 Ks. Look at that before we can even pick up our trailer. It's ridiculous. Oh well. Right, let's get around here. Cool. I reckon we'll probably do. Hopefully we can get 2 jobs in or something, and we'll go and we'll wrap it up. I'm tired and I've done nothing today. Actually, that's not true. I've installed a door handle. And have scratched my head as to why my bicycle tire's going flat again, which is annoying. Right, we're going to go up here. We'll keep left because it looks like we have to go left anyway up here, so we may as well just schmooze over to the left-hand side. Stockholm. Alright. Nothing coming that way, nothing coming that way, let's go. So we're going to Oslo eventually, once we pick up our trailer. Which is forever away, which is annoying. Anyway, whatever. Now, what one is it? I was trying to think what key we can hit on the keyboard that changes the look of the information there. Just accelerates all right, this without telling anything. Is it that one? No, is it that? Oops. One of these. Okay, not that. I have no idea what that did. F1, no, 2. So that 3. There we go. Let's have it like that. Looks a bit more nicer. F9. May have broken something. Oh, I might have taken a screenshot actually, as a thought. Right, we need to get off here. We need to slow down. London calling, but we're going to Oslo. La, da, 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 da. Right, let's go over here. Superb. And left. Oh, key you down now. Ooh, 50 XP for driving 100 Ks on free roam. Well, maybe they should give me some money so I can pay off this loan that we have. Oof. Do I like the European or the American trucks more? I think ooh. Oh, this is risky. That was not the best driving there. Well, the American trucks are a little bit more similar to what we have here. As in, like, they're not a cab over. Not that we have like Peterbilt or anything, but yeah, I think I like the American ones better. Simply because I'm not such a huge fan of the cab over design. I like the bullnose sort of look a little bit more. Right, okay. I was just thinking, is that truck there? What's that going to do? Is it going to stay there? Apparently not. But not. What are they doing? They're not even here work. Oh, I suppose it is 2 off 8, 6, 20 past 6, knock off. Oh, I would have finished at 5, these boys on the road. Let's put our big lights on. I feel the American trucks are more masculine. Well, you wouldn't want to drive or try to drive one on some of the more tighter, smaller European roads. That wouldn't be very, probably wouldn't be great, that's for sure. Whoops. Not that the Euro trucks are bad. I mean, I'd go, somebody's like, yeah, I want a Volvo truck or a Scania or whatever. I'd be like, yeah, sure. But I do like the cab overlook. I think it's the American style, or at least the bullnose style, look a bit more old, a bit more sort of retro looking, as opposed to the European cab over style truck. Hey, easy, mate, then you. Mustang, I reckon it's an EcoBoost one. I mean, it was a convertible. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's terrible. Whoa, loop. Yeah, loop. I find the concept of like a twin steer truck interesting, where it's got the like two steering. I feel the twin steer trucks are an interesting concept with the double steering axles at the front. It's like, okay. Do they actually make your steer turning circle any smaller, or are they just there to add 2 more wheels to the equation? Right, nothing there, nothing there. We can take a left. Ooh, where am I going to go? No, Mercedes-Benz is working on a self-driving truck. Okay, yeah, right. Well, they have... Goitberg, yes, sorry, Oslo. What is this anyway? Does it tell us what we're carrying? No, anyway, whatever. It would be insane. Well, a lot of the mines here actually have, I'm pretty sure, have trucks that drive themselves. And trains as well. Like the big ones. Have the dumper trucks that, I guess a route has been mapped out for them. And they're just on like a satellite or something and they drive it. And trains as well. Like remote control, I'll say that. Yeah, it's cheaper. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you wouldn't pay somebody, what? I don't know, 80, 90,000 a year to drive a truck when you can get a robot to do it for nothing. Well, after your initial costs. Output, of course. You don't have to pay robots or a computer. Or you can just pay a guy or like 2 guys or something to mind her, get it, to like keep an eye on half a dozen trucks or something. You're saving wages for 10 people, if that's the case. Which means when you get stuff on Amazon, it's cheaper. Amazon is cheaper because of robots driving mining trucks, everybody. You've heard it here first. I tell you what, Amazon Australia is not cheaper. Amazon Australia is actually pretty garbage. If somebody said to me, oh, I'm going to buy something off Amazon, it'd be like Australian one, I'd say, don't bother. It's awful. Tis a joke if you want to be, if you want to go to that extreme. Right, 255 kilometres, and we're going to be in Oz Vegas. What are we taking? Motor oil, apparently. Obviously, whoops. No. Ready for retail if she's in a crate. Which I was trying to say close. Now everything's more costly here. Pretty much. I mean, I've had to lower my prices to stay competitive in the international market. What's this car doing? Oh, they're turning. Oh, fire truck! That was a bit ordinary, that. Oh, well. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, Goldie sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, Goldie sleeps tonight. Woo! Oh, 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 oh. Right, let's go. Come on, Volksy. And Fitty. No forward match. No, not anymore. Not for 3 or 4 years now. They have engineering here for, I think, the region, like the Asian sort of Oceania region, but they don't build anymore. Haven't for, I think 4 years now. I think it was sort of like 3 consecutive years. It was Ford stopped, and then GM stopped, then Toyota within 3 years, probably 3 or 4 years. So no more manufacturing, at least for vehicles, or mainstream vehicles, I should say. But I'm pretty sure Ford do R&D still and engineering here. But that's about it. I don't know. GM are gone 100% completely. Toyota, I don't know what their caper is. I don't know if they do any engineering work or anything here. I don't think so. So I don't know. I mean, there's maybe a chance it's the new Bronco actually might have done a bit of work here. They might have done some work on that here. I don't know. I know that the Ford GT was designed by actually somebody, I believe, who actually comes from my state. I think they were born down here. When I say the new Ford GT, I mean it's a few years old now, but the latest iteration of. But really, it comes down to cost. And Thailand's not really that far away, and they build a heap of cars and stuff in Thailand. And, of course, all the Japanese manufacturers build in Japan, so they're not that far away. And also for volume, I mean, why would you build a car, engineer and build a car to sell here that you might sell like 50,000 a year of them? Also, It's not like, say, Ford F-150 or whatever. They sell like a squillion of them a year. If it was something like that, probably be alright. But when you're selling only maybe 20 or 30,000 cars that you're building here locally a year, I guess it doesn't really stack up. I mean, why would you bother? Right, so we're going Oslo, aren't we? Good old Oz Vegas. Logistical. So, Ford maybe Fords make parts still. Maybe some parts here, but as for a locally or fully manufactured vehicle, no. Not anymore, not at Broadmeadows. In Geelong, they used to have the big manufacturing down there. So... So maybe in, I don't know, 20, 30 years, 40 years, maybe a locally built vehicle might be worth something, I don't know. But I don't think that's an investment I'm willing to make. Ooh, what's going on up here? Some flashes. Okay. Oh, it's just... Oh, is Matt back? Where's he been? Off doing scandalous things for his birth. For his birthday. I was just thinking, where's the old cheese? Laying low. Probably got his feet up, having a 4X or something. 4X gold, mate. Or maybe he's having a a long cold Vic, because he's got it now. Wow. You gotta love making local references, don't you, for the international audience. Auto pass. Let's go through how much this is going to slug us. €12, not bad. 12 euros, mate. Drive your truck on me road. I suppose we have to pay. Excuse me. I suppose we have to pay more because we are a heavy vehicle, as opposed to that little car that's ahead of us. Probably only have to pay a couple of bucks, a couple of euros. What's the time there? Right, cool. So we've got 80 kilometres to go. Where are we? In Norway? Is that what that said? Oh, actually, yes, because we're going to Oslo. That's the capital of Norway, isn't it? I think. Sounds about right. maybe. Don't know. Whoa! Gold! Always believe in yourself. Ooh, my driver's made $1,403. Right, as long as they're bringing in some capital for us and not costing us money, that's the main thing. With the expansion plan. Because we want to expand the business, expand the trucking business, whatever I've named it. Quite possibly Newsreel Logistics. I mean, it could be called that. I don't know what my own company's called. Lucas, he's brought in €1,038 for us, which is good. What's going on there? Car's been pulled over. And donk. Right, we're going through these Norwegian hills. 78, 79. Oh, look, this road looks crazy. All these on-off ramps and roundabouts. It just seems far more complicated than what it's got to be. That look at it, it's crazy. Roads and stuff everywhere. My goodness. Right, so we are going to that joint. So we've got to get off here by the looks at this yellow sign and down a little nice back road. Okay, then we're going to go down here. Right, awesome. We're going to slow it up. Speed limit's 70. Ooh. Turned up a little bit quicker than I was expecting that turn. Not that great, governor. And there's a roundabout. No cars on the left. Go straight through her. Up over that. Kill. Right, so I've just made a decision. How do we feel about it? How do we feel about it? I don't think I'm going to drive around all the streets like I usually do. As much maybe when we get to down here and unload this. So I usually just drive around all the streets to get all the roads. I don't know if we'll quite do that. If there's a question mark or something, maybe we might go to that, but just keeps it a little bit quicker, I think. So we're doing a bit more work rather than just spinning around like Kylie Minogue. No, we don't want to go up there. Like, do we get off here? No. Come back. Sorry, I need to grab. Oh yeah, you need to grab. Oh, I'm just here talking to myself like a crazy person. Right, so we're going to Standard Oil. Actually, we're not going to Standard Oil. We have product from Standard Oil, which is just around the corner there. Now, I think we should go and get a rest when we get to unload this. Then my boss, they're meant to come in early today. Classic boss. Ugh. I bet his name's Bill. He's like, gold? And like, yes, Bill. Come in early. Will you pay me? No. You're on salary. Rob. What a guy. I bet he loves stuff. I don't know what. What is somebody called Rob like? Beer, probably. And chips. Excellent. Right. Well, that's an uneventful delivery, that for sure. So, dollary dues. Also continue. Yeah, we got to go for a quick little spin round here to get some rest. Whoa. Ah. Who put that there? Oh, come on, truck. Yeah. So we'll just pretend that didn't happen. We want to go up here, and we'll just go over to where there's a resty rest. And have a resty rest. Where can we go for a rest? We'll go to the spanner. Because why not? Come on. Truck. You've discovered a recruitment agency. So we're going to hire some Norwegians now if we want to. That'll be good. Hopefully they're good, solid drivers. Whoop. Right. So we'll go down here, pull off to the right-hand side. Just in here. For a spell. Then we will turn the lights off. Cool, pull up. Engine off. You're getting some rest. Right, so let's have a look at our job market. We'll get another job in. I think we should do one. We had a little bit of a delay of things before. Oslo to Oslo Classic. We want to end up here sort of at Bergden. Now, that's probably better. A yacht. Interesting. That's where we just come from. Oslo to Oslo. They're all boring. Oslo to Oslo. That's downtown. Las Vegas. So if they made a bridge between Alaska and Russia, you can combine Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator. You could have like Truck Simulator. What would they call that? Just call it Truck Simulator. World Truck Simulator. Would they build a bridge or would they build a tunnel? Well, there's some thought for you. How far is it anyway between Miraki and Russia? They really should do it. Only 25 miles. Oh. It's not that far. What's that in proper length? 12's 20, about 40 k's then, bit over. We just run into a vehicle, doesn't matter. It's about 40 kilometres or so. Is that the length of the how long's the Channel Tunnel? Goes from England to France. When they did that. Right, that's okay. What's this car doing? Oh, I've got to sneeze. Oh my. I'll look it up, hold on. Yeah, that's maybe a similar length. It's probably longer actually. I don't know, I have been through it. It's really odd because you go into the tunnel and it's dark for like half an hour. And then you come out the other side and you're like, oh, we're now in France. It's 31 miles. Well, there you go. they could at least have, even if they don't want you driving through there, I mean, they could have a rail. 50 k's. Oops, give way, we have to go, but we're going to keep going. So we're going to drive 76 kilometres just to pick up this yacht. Ugh. Okay. And then we'll take the yacht to where it needs to go. Deliver the boat to some dude. So we're going to have a party on it. Might be going to Miami. 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 I don't know if you'd want to be in Miami at the moment. Sounds a bit spicy there. I saw that I probably shouldn't say this. The governor of Florida looks like Mayor Quimby. Well, it doesn't look like, but it reminds me of Mayor Quimby. Yeah, you could do if you had electric vehicles, because there'd be no emissions, no carbon build up then in the tunnel, of course. Yeah, no CO2. And it's not like they can have a fan in there. Or if they had like a fan at one end, I'd have to be pretty good to be able to blow it all out. The air, and they can't have vents or anything happening in there, so... I think, well, the train is electric anyway, so that's no problem when you go through a channel tunnel. Because I was just like, how's that even work? But I'm pretty sure... Yeah, well, the train's electric. Imagine what that would do for world travel and world shipping. Crazy. But it'd come down to cost. Who's gonna pay for it? And governments are tight when it comes to those sorts of things, honestly. And I would be very surprised if there was some sort of deal struck between, say, the United States government and the Russian government, being like, yeah, we'll pay half and then we'll chuck a toll on it. Can't see it happening. See an Argentine license plate. See an Argentinian license, yeah, in Germany. That'd be interesting, that's for sure. I mean, well, you could see a Chinese one in Germany. You already can see that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess, you could see an Argentinian license plate in Germany if somebody bought a car from Germany, got it shipped over, and just didn't bother putting, changing plates over. But then the vehicle probably wouldn't be posted with plates on it, so that blows that. Out of the water, 'cause we're picking up a boat that floats on the water, floats on the water. Look at that, is big. That is a thick boat. Right, we're going to put our oranges on it for this one, I think. What about Monty's Marina or something here? Right. Yes, you would swap them. That would make sense. How long's this trip? 344 k's. Right, we'll get this done. We'll deliver this boat to whoever. Wow, she's a big one. So, see some fancy reversing. Oh, that's not fancy reversing at all. Solidly substandard reversing now. Is it that one? It is. We'll put our flashes on. Look at this for a load. The big Volve. How's she going to handle towing this? You might need the UN to regulate license plates. Yeah, maybe. They could do... Well, the European Union plates are all the same, like the same design. They just have a... They have a letter on them to determine... at the end, there's a blue strip, which has got the EU... the circle with the stars on it. The European Union sort of flag logo or whatever, and then there's a letter on there for what country the vehicle's registered in. Yeah, I don't know about other countries. Ours are pretty different down here, that's for sure. But because the European plates are sort of thin, narrow and long, I should say that, and have a lot more numbers and things on theirs. So I guess, as a result, they have a lot more combinations. Because our plate design here is a letter, 2 numbers, then 2 letters. Okay. I've seen yeah, right. Plates from Chile. Yeah. That'd be a bit odd. Like, it's from Chile. Here's a question on plates in the United States. Does each state have its own design, So, I guess they all have their own look. But say, if New York, do they have 3 letters and 2 numbers? And then, Massachusetts have 2 letters and 4 numbers or something like that, for example. Each state has its own design. Yeah, okay. Same as here then. So I feel you're going to go somewhere with the so there. And then I was like, yeah, how about number plates? License and registration, please. I find that interesting that what did they say USA on them? Right. Okay. I find it interesting because cars here used to have a registration sticker on them. Canada says CN. Okay. Canada. Yeesh. Yeah, cars here used to have registration stickers on them, but quite a few years ago now. I've got one on my wall. I don't know what, it's orange. I don't know what year it's got on it. I can't see. But they gave away the sticker. So now the police have like a scanner on the car, on their vehicles, and it scans the plate, and it'll come up if it's unregistered, registered, or if there's a warning or if a car's stolen or anything like that. Does it automatically. Yeah, versus East Fonz. Arthur Fonzarelli. Apparently, that was surely it was 340 something kilometres when we started. Is that right? It's down to two. No, have we done 100? Apparently, we've done 100 k's. There you go. Who'd have thought that? Right, we're coming up to a toll. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Oh, if they put a bridge across here, I'd pay a toll." It's like, you wouldn't. If you had to pay to use a road, you would whinge. Revenue raising. Blah blah blah. I don't know what that truck's doing. Seemingly very slow. Or is he trying to get... we're going to get stitched up here. Right, €7 on that one. New Yorkers say E and Toronto say eh. Hey, what are you doing with that pizza? 'Cause I'm from the Bronx. Or Brooklyn or whatever. With New Jersey around the corner. You're like, oh, how about those Yankees? Whew. And those sports. And the two basketball teams that are solidly average. How can New York have two garbage NBA teams? Long Island. Have a Long Island iced tea. Whoa, that car's always rear-ended that little white one. Brooklyn sucks, yeah. The old Brooklyn Nets. Is that them Brooklyn Nets and it's the New York Knicks? They were both in New Jersey, weren't they? Or at least one of them was. Brooklyn in New Jersey? I don't know. NBA, yeah. I mean, they were all right in like 2004. One of them. I think it was New York. I don't know. I watched an island. Whatever. I'm an Islanders fan. NHL. Okay. Are they any good? I find it interesting that Las Vegas, have they got their NHL team yet? Or getting an NHL team? It's like, does it even... It's a desert. So they were going all right then. I know that Detroit, for example, Red Wings, I think have won the most Stanley Cups, or are like up there. So how does the Islanders rate? Golden Knights. Gold. Right, they have an okay. Only recently though, wasn't it? Like the last sort of couple of years, they got an NHL team at 4 Stanley Cups for the Islanders. Okay, yeah, it's not awful. I mean, sure, it's more than some. I need to bone up on my NHL a bit more. Possibly NBL. Sorry, MBL as well. I'm sort of okay with the basketball because I have a friend that plays. The aforementioned friend that came mountain biking with me the other week. So we sort of... I'm like, oh, how about those Lakers? And he's like, yep, how about them? And I'm like, Boston, Brad Stevens, what a coach. And he's like, yep, that is our NBA talk. I've got to say, I'm probably more interested in coaches though, that coach the teams rather than the players, because I can be like, yeah, he's garbage, that coach. Shaft him. I'll negotiate this turn, and I'll look at that chat. Something popped up there, and I don't want to crash. There we go. Right, it's going to make a left turn here. 4 Stanley Cups, 218 Las Vegas got their team. Okay, it's Crazy City. NFL. Yep. Green Bay, all the way. Them cheeseheads. I love that New England are a team that everybody loves to hate, pretty much. But the halftime show this year, whew, what a show. Shakira, Shakira. And J-Lo. Been two total foxes. It was actually good at Kansas City one. Their coach, chief of Mozza, did he take the Eagles to a Super Bowl once before? Because he used to coach them, I'm pretty sure. A few years back. Or did they get to a Philadelphia? Did they get to a Super Bowl? Or they were like close to it. They might have been like doing really well and then absolutely fluffed it one year. I don't know, maybe I could be making things up. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how Mike McCarthy goes to Dallas, seeing that Green Bay gave him the flick and got, I don't know who their new coach is now. I'm going to have to look or do a bit more research on him. I think he used to have a job at the Cardinals as like a backs coach or something. I could be completely making it up. NFL team, New York Giants, they're not awful. Brooklyn Nets, oof. Long Island, yep, New York Mets in the baseball. You're pretty loyal to the New York teams, which is good. I suppose that makes sense. Because, you know, a New Yorker and all. But it's good because, you know, I mean, you got two NFL teams, two NBA teams. Do I just have the one hockey team? I'm not sure. And then they have two, and then you have two hockey teams. Okay, so you got two of each team. So, I mean, at least you're not burdened with, you know, if you lived in Pittsburgh, you know, you'd have to be a Steelers fan. Three kinda. Ooh. It's getting technical. Oh, and of course, in the soccer, you've got, is it LA? Oh, I said Los Angeles. I was like, oh, we've got LA Galaxy. I don't have New York Bulls. Oh, I don't know. Soccer. If you include New Jersey Devils. Okay. Ah, yep. I was about to say, New Jersey, what are they? But New Jersey's next door. Now, New Jersey's not in New York State, is it? Or is it just over the bridge? Yeah, it's like next door, but it's not. Is it not in the same state? I don't know about. No, New Jersey's just New Jersey. I feel like I need to watch. Right, it's really close. Yeah, right. Okay. It's a spit away. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people live in New Jersey, but work in New York City if it's close. You just drive there. It'll probably take ages to drive there, though. Given, you know, I'm sure New York traffic's absolute circus. I would actually, I wouldn't say that I would want to ride my bike around New York City with a heap of traffic, but if the streets were like pretty bare, I reckon it'd be pretty fun actually. Because I rode around town here a little while ago, and a couple of months ago, and the streets were really, because there was a lot less people around, so the streets were pretty empty. So I was able to ride around pretty nonplussed. It was really good actually. It's 15 minutes train ride to New Jersey, Devil Stadium from Manhattan. Okay, yeah, right. It's quite an experience to ride a bike in New York City. I reckon it would be. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, taxis everywhere. I mean, it's probably actually faster to ride your bike than what it is to drive, though, to be fair. Gridlock Central. Do they have bike lanes, or do you just have to, like, deal with it? Or is there, like, dedicated sort of bicycle lanes? They have done a lot to cater for bike infrastructure, yeah. It was really interesting when I was in Europe to see how, I mean, compared to here, how good the infrastructure and stuff was there for cyclists. Because they would have, and this is like in London, Paris, major cities, they would have, say, the bicycle lane, and there would be like a curb, little curb, nice proper bit of curbing, and then the road, whereas here we just have, like, it's just a white line. I know Coco is the best place to ride a bike. Yeah, I reckon that'd be great. And the Netherlands as well. That'd be a pretty good place. And also in Dublin, yeah, when we were in Ireland, in Dublin, at the traffic lights, they had the lights regular, of course, for cars, high up on the end of the traffic light pole. Whoa, that was rough. But then, like, lower down on the light, as they had an extra set of lights as well for bicycles or cyclists, which I thought was really interesting, actually. Found a very old thing in Scandinavia. You can see kids like around the age of 7 or 9 riding. So nobody cares. I guess it's just the culture. Really? I guess, yeah. See, here it's like, oh, if you bikes, you don't pay any tax, road tax or anything on your bicycle. Oh, you shouldn't be allowed to ride. Oh, should have rego on your bike. That sort of stuff. It's like, I mean, yeah, how do you police that, though? Explain to me how you police that. Anyway. Maybe a low crime rate. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But, culture thing. I mean, Europeans are big into cycling, typically, really. And I guess probably as well. I mean, if you think about distances, they have not as far to travel. So I could imagine back in the day, a lot of people would have had bicycles to get around, whereas here distances are a lot further. So you really need a car. As well. We're going to take a left here. We're just going to loop around this road. Even though I was like, oh, we're not going to bother doing this anymore, but I'd just say to Newsy Jr., I'd be like, helmet on, be vigilant, watch the road, watch for cars, don't go too far, take it easy. On your bicycle. And they'll be like, Yeah, sure. And I'll be like, well, if you don't follow those rules, I'll burn your bicycle. Let's get around here. Right, we're here. This took us not as long as I was expecting actually to do this job, which is good and or bad. I haven't decided if it's good or bad. Right. We need to have a rest as well. So, I mean, this is... Oof. We've struggled a little bit, I think, tonight. We've done some good stuff, which is expand the fleet, hire some drivers. So we'll just have a look at that. We'll wrap it up in a mojo. So we'll drop this trailer off, park the truck, have a spell, and check our team to see if they're worth us still keeping on the books. Awesome. So might be too far. Maybe another 2 jobs. We'll go up to the next level when we play next time. That's for sure. Right. So we'll just zip down the road. Fredja. Go around here. Take a left. Oh, it's got on the brakes. Nothing's coming that way. I've got to, speaking of brakes, I've got to brake wind, I think. Oh, it's okay that way. It's okay that way. We'll go around here. Now it's zippy. It is. It's a zippy truck. I'll tell you what's not on my wheel list, actually, going back to bicycles. Hey, this is just us talking about bikes. Wow. Is a set of zip wheels. I don't think I'm going to get a set of zips. A bit too expensive for me, I think, the old zip. Whoa! What happened there? I think I just lost the rear end of her. She's too zippy, the big Volve. Anyway. So much for that. Right, cool. Around here. There's another HQ we could possibly purchase in the future. Right, so we'll go in here. Yeah. Cool, so we'll back it up. On the brakes. Verse. Whoops. There we go. Cool. So those lights, right, turn her off. We'll just hit that for reasons. Control that. Cool. So now let's have a look at our garage manager. See, we were at at least our productivity's gone up. It was at 44%. So we're at 54%, which is good. Driver manager, let's have a look at this. So, me. Average profit per distance, 22 euros. Average profit today, 10,000 apparently. Lucas, he's making $4 a K. Sorry, €4 dollars a K. 548 a day. And Patrick's $5 a day, nearly 500. Sorry, $5 a K, nearly 500 a day. So, I mean, they will, oh, well, I could have just looked here. But anyway, they will get better, hopefully. I've never had to fire a driver before, so that'd be interesting. Ooh. Spicy. Thanks for that, Goldie. Anyway, well, yeah. I think that's it. News Wheel Transport. There we go. That's what our company's called, apparently. We've got 3 trucks. We're doing well. We've got a little bit of money built back up. So next time we'll just keep trucks. And so let's see, Saturday. Farming Simulator. We'll be back, so we'll do a bit more wash and repeat. It's very wash and repeat game, Farming Simulator, but well, it's not a bad thing to play. Anyway, but yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you all Saturday for Farming Sim, and then, next Wednesday, Civilization, and then next Saturday, we're getting far too ahead of ourselves, but Portal 2! Portal 2! Yeah! Portal was alright, actually, once I gathered the concept of the portal, so we'll see how we go with getting through that. It'd be, be interesting for sure. Anyway, thanks for coming by, everybody, and yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye.